Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Eberhardt, and I want to thank you for joining us for today's message. The last few weeks, we have been on a series entitled Motivated to Love. And we are not done with that series, but this week, I felt like the Lord has something that He wanted me to share with you. It was something that He ministered to me, and it was a blessing to me, and it was a help to me. And I felt like there's somebody out there who needs to hear the same message. So next week, we will continue on with our series, Motivated to Love. But this week, I just wanted to share with you what the Lord ministered to me and encourage you with that word. Now, to give you a little bit of background in what the Lord said to me, my wife and I have been believing for a debt-free house for a number of years. We've been talking about it probably the entire 20 years we've been married, but we've really begun to really put action to our faith probably around 2014, 2015. So about 7 or 8 years, we've been actively believing for a home. We opened up a house account as an act of our faith. We've been putting money in there as the Lord has blessed us and increased us. And in that amount of time, we had been able to put away a sizable chunk of money to go toward paying cash for a home. But even though we had been doing that for 7 or 8 years, we actually were still fairly far away from being able to pay cash for a home. And then just within the last 3 or 4 weeks, the Lord has blessed us, and He brought in a sizable chunk of money. And when I say sizable, I'm saying the amount of money we were able to save and put away with the Lord's help and blessing over the last 7 or 8 years, the Lord brought half of that amount in within a matter of 2 weeks. It was just a tremendous blessing to us. It was from an unexpected channel. Maybe we'll be able to share more of that testimony at a later time. But that amount of money that the Lord brought in that way put us in a position where we could now start looking for a home. We are in a place where there are homes in our price range that we could go out and we would be able to pay cash for. And so we began that process. We got a realtor. We began looking at homes. We began going out and seeing some of them. And we feel in our hearts that our debt-free home is so very, very close. The thing that we have been believing for years is right there. And that's an exciting thing, but it also is an opportunity for Satan to try to come in and to try to mess that up. You know, we were so close that just 2 or 3 days ago, we saw a house. We were excited about it. We determined that we were going to put an offer on it. We had actually gotten so far into the process that we had signed our part of the contract and sent it to our realtor. And we had just asked them, just hold off sending that over to the sellers for us to just get 1 or 2 things lined up. But during that time, while we were trying to get the 1 or 2 things lined up, I could not get settled in my heart. There was something about this that I wasn't sure of. And so I had to take time to pray. And ultimately, I felt like the Lord said this really wasn't the house for us. Now, in the natural, that's disheartening. That's discouraging. Even when you know the Lord said, this isn't the house I have for you, that's hard on your emotions. The thing you've been waiting for, and you were so close to getting it, and then it kind of felt like it was taken away from us. So that was a hard thing, and that's where we were when the Lord ministered this to me. Now, just a day or two ago, after the Lord had told us, this is the house for you, we called up our realtor. We said, hey, don't submit that offer. This isn't the right one. We were in that place where we said, okay, we're still going to look. We still have to find a house. We still need to do these things. And I had come over to my parents' house just to drop something off, and I had just spoken to them for a little bit. And when I was backing out of their driveway, the word of the Lord came to me. Now, I don't mean I heard something audibly. I didn't hear an audible voice, but on the inside of me, in my heart, where the Holy Spirit will speak to any believer, I heard the Lord say to me, Chris, you don't have to find your home. He said, and then he quoted Jeremiah 29:11 to me. He said, I already know the plans I have for you. He said, they're good plans. They're plans to prosper you and not to harm you, and to give you a hope and an expected end. He said, the reason you don't have to go find your home is, he said, I've already found it for you. I already have it picked out. I already know which home I have for you. He said, so you don't have to go find your home. He said, all you have to do is find and follow my plan. He said, Chris, my plan includes your debt-free home. And so you don't have to go find it. He said, I've already found it for you. You just need to find my plan. And that was a real blessing to me. And it wasn't something that I didn't know in the natural, but sometimes the Holy Spirit just needs to remind us of the things that we let slip. In this process, I realized that I had started to take the care and the pressure of, we have to find a home, and the inventory in this price range. There's not many homes in this price range that meet our needs and that are in the same area that we're looking to purchase. And even though the housing market has cooled considerably in our area, they're still going pretty fast. And you see a house one day and it could be under contract the very next day. And without realizing it, I had taken up that care thinking I had to find us the right home. And so the Lord just lovingly reminded me and ministered to me that our debt-free home is already a part of his plan. And it's a good plan. He's already got it picked out. And so it's not about us finding our own home. It's about us finding and following his plan. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have anything to do. That doesn't mean we can just sit at home watching TV and someone's just going to magically call us up and say, hey, we have a home for you. We want to sell it to you for exactly this price. No, we still have things to do. We still need to go online and see what homes are available. We need to pray about it. We need to go possibly see those homes and see if the Lord would speak to us if it was the right home for us or not. So there's still things we need to do, but what the Lord told me really helped me reframe my thinking. Because I was thinking we had to go find a home. I was thinking I had to do it. And with that came the pressure of it. And so now even though there's things I need to do, and even some of the things that I will do would be the same things I was doing before, I'm now approaching it different because I'm thinking about it different. Now, instead of me feeling I have to go find a home and what if I miss it, and what if we find the right home and it goes under contract and we lose out on it, instead of that process, I can approach it with faith. I can approach it as me looking for these homes, going in to view them, is action to my faith that I believe a God already has the right home out there, that he already knows where it is. He has already picked it out. And I'm just going to see if I can find his plan and his purpose. And so that just changes the whole process for us. And so maybe you're looking for a home yourself and you've been under that pressure of trying to find a home. I want to encourage you, you don't have to find the home. All you have to do is find God's plan. His plan includes your home, and it's a good plan. It's a plan to prosper you. But maybe you're not looking for a home, but maybe you've been looking for something else that you've taken the pressure on and you felt you had to go find. Maybe you're looking for a job. Maybe you're looking for a new city to live in. Maybe you're looking for a new church. You might be looking for what college to go to. You might be looking for a spouse. And in any of those areas, it's so easy to think, I have to find this. I have to find the place I'm supposed to live. I have to find the school I'm supposed to go to. No, you don't have to find those things. All you have to do is find God's plan. His plan for your life includes all those things. And so you can take the pressure off you having to find it, and you can go by faith and saying, if I will just follow God, if I will just seek his plan, all these other things will come. And I don't know if that blesses you the way it blessed me. It took the pressure off me, and I hope it does the same for you. I believe someone out there needed to hear that. If nothing else, I needed to hear it again. I needed to hear myself say it. I may need to go back and watch this own video and let the Holy Spirit minister to me again. But we don't have to go find those things in ourselves. God's plan for our life is a good plan. It's a plan to prosper and not to harm us. And it includes all of the things that we need and desire that would be good for us. And so we don't have to go find those things. All we have to do is find his plan, and all of these things will come to us. And I believe our debt-free home is so close. I believe that we will very soon be able to record a video sharing our testimony of how God did this for us. But I don't have to go find the house because he already has it picked out for us. All I have to do is to find and follow his plan, and our debt-free home will come.